Mark. Alright, so this is going to be an interesting endeavor. So, the friend of many names, Stylo, a.k.a. Noviko, a.k.a. Nicola, have said to me about how they would love to hear my thoughts on the run at Gone Fishin over the weekend. So I mustering up the energy from the cold that I've since contracted from the journey. Thanks, Charlie, by the way. Italian Stallion. Boo. I'll just see. This is gonna be a very rough thing, so I'm like kind of like half here, half away, like half here, half there. I'm away with the fairies. This code's kind of kicking my ass, but so I'm gonna sneeze. Fucking hell. Alright, so it's hard to. So, if I were to talk about Gone Fishing 2 over the weekend there, it's impossible not to talk about Give Her Plenty. Give Her Plenty 12. So, a lot of how I was feeling going into Gone Fishing was very much from the fallout of the local back last Tuesday, which honestly feels more like a lifetime ago. So, yeah, so this was this Give Her Plenty up in Donegal. This was like no ordinary local. This has Slug at attendance. This has his brother Chum. Panos was here. Jean Dalla. So it's probably the most stacked local in Ireland's history of having all quite the sizable American contingent coming down for this. Me and Majora went down to this. We traveled together, getting the bus to Derry, then getting the bus from Derry to Letterkenny. So we got in around 5:30, 6, because we got bus errand. If you, Jesus Christ, the bus, like the expressway is awful, but the event was kind of wild, really. So, yeah, I said with my run for Give Her Plenty, just to set all off. 3-0 Puka, it's fine. 3-0 Italian Stallion. Game 1 was really scary. Like super scary. I think I SD'd at Serial at one point, but I basically went to like last hit, game 1. Like Charlie is actually pretty scary to deal with, so it's kind of like that's why it's like he really wants to fight the other puffs like Enra and Ferdant, because I think and he thinks that he would do well into those two puffs if he had another opportunity to play both of them again. I think Charlie has an Enra win at some point, if I remember correctly. But I think the last time they played it was a very close set, so he's gunning for the scalp. Then played Panos in winter semis. 3-2 to Panels. Yeah, that was a baller set. Panels Falcon, a really good one. 7 wins on Dawson, 6 wins on Slug. Craze, his runs are actually like he really does have like pretty big scalps. So to take him to game 5 was in my comfort matchup, which is Falcon. It's just like I felt good with that. And then losers, Sonic Boom. 3-1 to me. Yeah, Sonic has been playing really good melee lately. And then the big storyline is the next couple of sets here. Loser semis, 3-2 to Maxi over Frogchip. My first win since last March over Froggy. So, is it going to count for PR? Nah. But, I don't care about that. For me, this was like killing the streak. So, the streak is officially dead. And we could put it to bed. So that was a massive. So getting this, the Froggy win at the local was like a massive. That for me, that was like a massive roadblock. Just like like a brick wall just broken down finally. Because I have been starting to get pretty close in the past. Because Forgotten Face Off 2 weekend, between the pre-local and the tourney, I had 3 Game 5 sets with Froggy that weekend, so something like this was basically, it was going to happen sooner rather than later. Losers finals, 3-1 to me against Panos, got my run back. I played just really good melee against, like, I was pretty happy with how I played in winners semis, but I definitely played like fire shit against him in losers finals. I think I kind of start catching on to a lot of the plays that he was doing, because there was a whole load of things I just didn't see any other Falcons do until I played panels. Like when he was off stage, close to the ledge, he would just do like a neutral double jump, or like slide drift back double jump before grabbing the ledge, which really threw off my timing in terms of intercepting him before he got the ledge. He also did like a lot of instant double jumps. So what he would do is like dash forward with a jump. Expected, like the normal play would be a short up aerial, a shot like a stomp nair, sometimes up air, depending on the spacing. But no, he would just do an instant double jump, which absolutely kills that momentum. Then on the tracks, he would go straight up, and having to deal with this kind of, it added another layer of having to deal with the horizontal and the vertical, and I had to like I had to make assumptions of when he's going to commit fully towards me, or if he's going to stay in place, which was really hard to do, and I'm kind of glad I was able to like really pick it up on loser finals a lot cleaner. So go me. And then, oh, this was good. This was a big one for me. Going game 5 with Slug. So I'm trying to remember the details. I won game 1 on Yoshi's, I think. Slug won Pokemon. I lost game 3 on Dreamland, barely. I was in the lead for game 3 for most of the time, but lost the time. I just kind of ran out of steam towards the end. Game 4 was pretty much the reverse. Slug had the early lead, held it for dear life, and then in the last 5 seconds, I was able, like in the last 25 seconds of the game, I was able to get an edge guard sequence started, which meant, and that was enough to build from 112 to 152. No, 160. 160 in the get the last hit with 5 seconds left to spare. So was able to steal game 4, and then game 5 was FD. And yeah. But just those 3 sets kind of set the story for how I was going to go into Gone Fishin'. And that was, as far as I was concerned, I already got my flowers just from these 3 sets. Whatever happened with Gone Fishin', I wasn't really gunning for anything like particularly big, you know? Like, I was fine if Froggy like 3-0'd me, for example, and it's just like, if that happened, and spoiler alert, it did happen, but I don't care too much, because the streak, as far as I'm concerned, the streak is dead. The streak is dead. So, Gone Fishing. Pools. So, yeah, I didn't really get the chance to play much Melee after the Donegal local because I was actually housing King and Froggy for the event, and basically my mind was really just on cleaning the house and making it presentable for guests, piano work, which the piano work is pretty damn heavy at the moment, so a lot of big things coming up in that regard, which is very exciting, but my god, a whole lot of work. We'll see how it all plays out there. Um, but yeah, me and Froggy had 10 a.m. pools, so we were with my pool. Yeah, clean 3-0s all round. Nothing really to write home about in terms of did anything exciting happen in any of these sets? Not really. Um, no fair play to Fingy being an Antu. Antu's having a great year, to be fair. So, um, big ups Fingy for that. Doubles was a lot of fun. Me and me and Youth King did double DK again after Chilok. We lost to the Norwegians on the first day, and then started just having pints after bracket, at least like the early bracket ended. Oh, it was bracket pools. It was bracket pools. So we got into losers top 6. That's where we stopped playing until the Sunday. So the Sunday is where things get interesting. So first, yeah, we had a tiny bit of bracket. So I only played one set, which was Scott. And 3-0. Yeah, nothing really. Not Scott's kind of like a newish player getting into melee, so I would love to see how his Marth progresses in the future. But yeah, that's kind of describes day 1 in full. Day 2, alright, so early start, 11 o'clock. Yeah, let's talk about the elephant in the room. 3-2 lost to Rena. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, Rena. Okay, Rena actually played. So, game 5, my controller DC'd when I was off stage. Which meant I just like fell to my death at 0. But if I were to say how the set was, if that didn't happen, I would still need a fucking miracle to win. Because Rena played fucking out of his mind this set. Yeah, I just really struggled to like. Normally, I'm really good at getting ledge trapping, and I just couldn't find any good ledge traps on Rena at all. He wouldn't give me anything I could really hold, like pin him down with. So he would have a decent way of getting to ledge, and then from ledge getting back onto stage. He just kept. I just never felt in control in that, and that led to a lot of him getting back on stage, and then really giving me a world of hurt for doing so. Um, so yeah, this game 4 is real. If you want to see some real spaghetti melee, watch game 4. Like that was hilarious. Fucking hell. I think we'll see when the Slippy files go back up and game. If you wanna have a good laugh, watch game 4. That's fucking hilarious. But since my controller DC'd, I basically decided to retire it and basically nick other people's controllers for the rest of the day. So, losers run. So this is gonna be fun. So from here until losers 8ths, I was using Italian Stallion's controller. which is a bit. It's a weird fob, to say the least. The set is quite mushy. Um, it's hard to describe. It's just a weird. It felt just weird. But I digress. First match was against Alf. Yeah, I was still kind of like trying to wake up against Alf. He plays kind of like a standard Fox in the matchup. Just a lot of lasers, a lot of like. He just played the matchup properly, um, and he was pretty damn solid at doing so. Very glad I was able to um, take the two FD games. I think game 4 was closer. Although I went to last talk, I think game 3 was like I was comfortable, if I remember correctly, and then game 4 was pretty dicey towards the end. So I was pretty happy with able to like get the two FD games under control. To win double FD. I probably would have gone Dreamland game 5, but yeah. Next up, Rich. Yeah, definitely. I felt more confident going into Rich than I did against Alf. Despite the Pokemon 2 stock. I mean, that matchup is a bit beans on that stage. I'd actually much rather fight on FD, to be honest. But yeah, I just played this a lot slower than I did against Alf, and I like Rich would even say himself is like he doesn't have the patience to deal with a campy puff, so he just kind of ran into an awful lot of things. So that was fine for me. I'm just gonna turn the music down a tiny bit on the desktop audio. So this was grand. Losers round 4. Yeah, no Slippy files for this, but this was on stream on the side stream. Me, so 3-1 Yude King. Yeah, Yude King was not happy with having to fight me so early. Because I think like he would have liked anyone, like any of the other paths in Losers round 4 more than this, and this really should have been like a top 8 fight, or even like quite far into top 8, you know. So a bit of a shit bracket luck for Yude King. The set, I've seen the set a couple of times now. So game 1, I kind of got lucky. Because he kind of had me by the balls. He just missed. He got the sour punch at the end of game 1, which meant that I had a cheeky second chance and was able to clutch out game 1. I can't remember the games, like what stages. I think he took me to Pokemon. I won that. He took me to FD after that, and then he won, and then I took him to Dreamland, and I have a feeling that was a pretty close game 4. So, clutch that out. That's the second time I've played Yude King, and the second time I've beat him, so, and this time was a bit more in my favor. We played at SAP back in April, and that went to last hit. Did it go to last hit? It went to last stock. I do have the Slippy file somewhere, but it was a pretty tense game 5 at SAP. So from this, I'm gonna have to like shout out someone. Well, I'll get to the shout outs very soon, because this coming out of this set got some nice advice. More on that later. So top 8 Majora Losers round 1. So this is the last set I had using. This is the last set I had Italian Stallions controller. And very graciously, thank you very much, Charlie. Though you could have kept the code to yourself. So, Yeah, Majora played really fucking good. Oh my god, that was a little bit of a hairy set, especially with the crowd basically all for Majora except for Alton. the purse, the purse soul, and a bunch of Majora fans cheered for me. So, uh, thanks, Papa Higgins. But I'm glad that didn't go to Game Five. I'm glad I was able to polish it off in Game Four and just be like, yeah, dreams dead for you, son. But Majora has been playing some fucking good melee lately, so mad props. Mad props. Definitely, like, because I think Forgotten Face Off 2 was another really good bracket for Majora as well. I think Majora got 5th? I think. I want to say Majora got 5th at Forgotten Face Off. But, yeah, lots of good runs from Lewis. Including this. This is actually pretty stacked. So next up, quarterfinals boss hog. So I was pretty like after the panels win at Give Her Plenty. Like I was kind of comfortable with Falcon and just be like it didn't like game one. I lost game one. Boss hog just had like a crazy last stock at the end of the game and zero death me. But I was just that's just that's just what happens with the matchup, you know. Puff Falcon is just so volatile if and you can just get blown up and pop like a balloon. But so losing game one, it just didn't phase me. It is what it is. I know what to do to beat him next time and executed that. This is the second time we've played. The first time was in pools for 35 millimeters, which was well, that was a. Oh, I kind of got away with murder. I got away with murder. That said, like like he caught me on the back foot. Back then, I just barely scraped game two, and then won game three with a 2 stock. That was back then. This game one, yeah, I wasn't too worried. This time I wasn't too worried, especially since it was a best of 5 set. It's like I can just sit pretty, and sit pretty. I did. Game two, I think games two and four were 2 stock lead, and then game three was a 3 stock, if I remember correctly. I did SD my last stock because I already knew that the game was over. So technically, game four of this set was a 3 stock. But yeah, I just slowed the tempo down. If Boss Hog won by speeding the game too much, then I just slowed it down to a halt and just let him like. I think that's the thing with a lot of the Scottish players is that they're too static for their own good. Like, Jacob is extremely static, and how do you deal with a player like Jacob and Boss Hog who kind of just stand there almost waiting for you to do something? You just do nothing back. Another thing about Boss Hog that I was catching a lot of what he would do is like he was a lot more horizontal than Panels. Panels was using a lot of the instant double jumps, like I said, to kill the momentum, and then also from there also then play the situation like with like landing up airs or landing knees from after the double jump. Boss Hog was a lot more manageable in that front of just being like he's only gonna play horizontal. Like all I just need to do is catch out the drift or catch out what he does after landing. So when I caught him a lot with he would do like a short shuffle nair and then dash back, and I got a lot of mileage of just calling out the dash back. So yeah, it was just a lot of. It was just like slowing down the pace and then just blowing him up. Once I caught like catch him in a bad spot sort of thing, and I just got so much mileage doing that. So I think, yeah, just more. I think more movement from the Scots, and especially like Jacob is like the static master, so it's like you can just respond to him by doing nothing, um, and just let him kind of, just let him. Lose my train of thought. Just turn it down a little. Yeah, just like slow it down and let him do all the heavy lifting. Sometimes you just there's no point giving him what he wants when you can easily do what he wants instead, win that way. Um, Jacob, um, so we've played a couple of times before. So the first time was a Chillock. That was not close. Um, that was like we were. It was a best of three pools. It was a pretty. It was not a close 2-0. And then we played at 35 millimeters, and that I think only one game went to last stock. That was a 3-0 to me. And then 35 million. Then after 35 millimeters, it was Storm. It was another 3-0, but oh god, game one was scary. I think I was like 4 stocks to 2 a game one, and then it went to like last hit. So my god, I can't. It was kind of brutal. And something similar happened in this set. It was like I was got 2 up against Jacob, and then game three, it was 4 stocks to 2, and then lost. So I think that was the first time Jacob took a game, and he played pretty damn well. Um, but I kind of winded my neck in after game three and be like, okay, I have this set in the bag. It's just don't celebrate too early. Just like celebrate once you actually win the damn set or win the damn game. Not just be like, oh, I'm 4 stocks to it. I'm have it in the bag already. No, fam. You need to. It's not over till it's over, and you only win when it's when the word game or time shows up on the screen. So that was, I kind of needed that rude awakening. So, uh, and then game four, I think I can't remember. Was that was Dreamland? I think it went to last stock, but it was a pretty comfortable last stock for me. Wasn't too worried. It's Dreamland. Um, Dreamland's really good against Sheik. Um, oh yeah, like 3 of the 4 games they were on Yoshi's. It's just like I really love that stage. I miss actually. Like I actually don't think I got a single RTC rest on down with down throw this set, which is really funny because that's generally one of the things I'm like super good at. But Jacob just anytime I had the down throw, Jacob just was like in a great position to basically tech roll away, meaning that the rest wasn't true, or like mixed up his DI and made it very difficult for me to actually go for the RTC rest. So yeah, it was more like just pure neutral wins and finding the rest through edge guards. So that's that. And then Mo Art. This was an interesting time. So I was still very much in the idea like whatever happens, happens. Anything I get, or any of these wins I got that weekend was basically just extra credit. Like I wasn't even trying to like do well necessarily. I was just far too busy to really focus on melee for um, Gone Fishin 2. So getting the win on Mo felt really good. Uh, and this is where I'm gonna have to like give a bunch of shoutouts. I don't even do I even have my phone? Uh, no, I don't think I have my phone handy. Well, uh, big, big shoutouts to uh, Mr. Fred, Mr. Fred Melee. There we go. He basically just give me, yeah, just give me the rundown in these couple of posts. Uh, so grab ledge, reverse fair bear. I sort of did that against Youth King, but it wasn't my go-to. I learned my lesson with the drill. Versus Youth King, so I was just okay. I'll just ledge trap him. Yeah, easily reverse. Up air into giant punch. Yeah, yeah. Basically learned my lesson from the Youth King, so thanks to Fred just to point it out and whatnot. I don't think I got any up tilt rests, which was kind of annoying. I just couldn't find the up tilts. I think I got like one or two, and they both got DI'd, so it was like, all right. But yeah, I started abusing one of the things that FM said was like abuse how big DK is. I think I started doing it that a decent amount, just saying like short hop up airs, like rising short hop up airs, and they still connected. Um, and I was like, oh wow, fair enough. Um, Never actually really thought about short up air until just experimenting in the opening games of the set. But like Fred Melee, fucking love you, man. I owe you big time. So game one was a pretty signing two stock win for Mo. And he ended it in such a dirty way as well. So fair play to him. Like, I can't remember what it was, but it involved like a tech chase. Caught me doing a tech, like a missed tech roll to the right, and he getting like a sour punch or like an 8 wine punch or something like that. It was dirty. Game two, I think I went to Dreamland. I think. Um, yeah, and that one was. I think that was a two-stock lead to me. I want to say it's a two-stock lead for me. Um, Gone Fishin. It's big fish Belfast. With the amount of times I watched the set back already, it's like I should know how the games went, but I'm sicky, so
Am I one lucky guy, huh?
uh, isn't he?
Let me guess.
Isn't he so beautiful?
He's wrapping up
It-
his controller. He's getting ready to come over here and tell me about it.
Beautiful bastard, that Bev one. Alright, I have no idea how to like. Do I full screen it? Alright.
Oh, the get up.
I'm gonna turn mute. By the way, Bev and Jules' commentary during this set was fucking hilarious. Oh yeah, that's it. It was a JV2. That's what it was. So, I think like overall I played pretty well this game. That combo of up air, forward air, rest gonna be important later on. Game three, I think that was really close. I noticed some things. I miss a lot of rest. Like Fred, definitely probably got like head in his hands from watching the both this and the U King set. From how many times I had an opportunity to rest and I just didn't take them. But one thing that I just had the idea, like watching it back, is like so many of these get up, like I'm gonna see one. Basically, a lot of these, like, I was able to bait the get up attack from ledge. I just want to see if I can get him to ledge soon. But yeah, it's like that was one of the things I had the idea of like. I think here, I'm not quite there, but like the idea of jump, full hopping, just before he grabs the ledge, he does a get up attack, and then I fall on top of him with the rest. That definitely like, I definitely had the opportunity of doing that a couple of times throughout the set. And it's definitely something I'm gonna like look into next time I have to like deal with the DK. And then also abuse short hop up air a lot more to abuse the massive hurt box that he has. Like I definitely have a lot of interesting things I want to like experiment with this matchup going forward. But it's just like really look for more rest opportunities would be the main thing. Um, so yeah, this one was really close, but I think I can't remember how this ends. Oh, I think I got back air to like 120. I think that was what happened. Yeah, this is like near the end. Ah, imagine if that was a rest. Like right there, that would have been like a crazy way to end game three. Ah, that's like the kind of stuff I want to like start implementing. It's just bam, dash back, short hop, short short hop forward, drift back, rest. Bam. That's a dead ape. So game four, this was really close. I actually had a really good lead going into. Had a really good lead going into the last stock. So like here, my spacing around the punch. I'm really happy with the spacing around the punches. Overall, the set. But yeah, this went the last hit this game. I just made a couple of bad plays. That's another thing I need to start implementing because I see Mo and Yude King do this kind of down air an awful lot of like double jump from a pie down air, look to edge cancel it. But imagine if I just rest that, you know, that would be an absolutely sick way of doing it. And I had a couple of chances of doing that as well in both sets. I think more so on Mo than Ute King, but certainly uh, the opportunities were granted to me, and I just didn't take any of them. So that's on my to-do list for this to like further improve my chances of the matchup. That was crazy. I'm lucky to live. I need to check the percents of that. But I'm so happy I was able to like that was a rest. I didn't take any RTCs. To Fred's chagrin, miss the edge guard because I suck sometimes. But we'll take it here though. There we go. And then we pop off. Yeah, game five was just like, okay, I need a water after that. Game five, I started off pretty much on the back, like a back foot, like instantly. It just was getting like really blown up for it. Like 100, like 99. Like I got lucky to get dodged around the punch. And then I brought it back by getting this gorgeous. Yeah, it's actually just in the next couple of seconds. Yeah, pound, up air, rest, just to equalize it. I felt good. So yeah, I think another person I actually do have to shout out for all the DK stuff is after Fred is ASL. I think that's his because it's kind of funny. It's like we met at SAP, and I signed his TV, and afterwards he just kind of started messaging me and be like, "Yo, do you want games?" And I'm like, "No one else is gonna ask me them, so why not?" So I was actually able to get quite a bit of DK. Like I was able to keep myself warm playing against DK by just playing ASL a fair bit, and we would just like uh, play for like an hour or so and just chat shit. So, uh, big ups ASL. Thank you. So this stock, yeah, I mean, they'd be like that, kind of greedy. Yeah, a lot of high pressure things is just like, unfortunate, uh, unfortunate, side swap here to, or like reverse fair, and then I died because I was like, God damn it. Probably should have waited for Randall, to be honest, but it is what it is. Sometimes when you make a mistake like that, it's just like, it takes a little while to recenter yourself, and because I didn't recenter, I died. Yeah, there we go. There's a prime example. There's another prime example of when I could have rest. Uh, Full hop and just drop down with the rest. I probably took some. I'll take some percent for it, but it's like that's a way to kill, you know. So that's for me to grind, and then maybe CC. I need. I feel like you can really abuse that get up attack a lot more. So that's definitely on the cards for me. So, uh, oh, this is so annoying. Sorry, Fred. But we'll take it. And then, oh yes, so, oh, this is funny. Uh, so, bam, up smash. That was meant to be an up tilt, but uh, my execution on up tilts is not great at the best of times. So, uh, I got away with fucking murder. Oh my god! It still makes me laugh to see this is what this is what potentially made me win the game and the set. uh, so got the roll in. Tries to up be at a shield, but it does the aerial version. I fuck up and want to uh me fucking up the full hop up air by doing an up smash actually put me in a great spot for him, great spot for me to actually get the follow up air afterwards after the up B. So it's actually a really funny misplay. Bam, bam, bam. Uh, yeah. So and then the big pop off that I did. So I mean, yeah, the weekend was meant to be just extra credit, but I'll take second. You know, that's like after the Jamie win, that's the biggest win, like biggest win that will count for a PR, that I've got. So, um, yeah, I'm like so far this year has actually been pretty damn good in terms of melee, for my own play. Um, Jamie win, two Yud King wins, a Mo win, three Jacob wins, two Boss Hog, Mordo, Nep, Convey. I think that's it. Rysam. Oh, I'm so sad I lost to Wilfred Sap. I definitely could have beat I4. Ah, next time, next time. Maybe I'm delusional. But I really wanted a chance on an I4 scalp. So, uh, yeah, that felt good. And then we talk about Froggy, and it was a 3-0. And it's like, I think at that point I was just like, that was a 7-set run. Um, and yeah, 7-set run after losing to Rena. Um, Mentally, I somewhat checked out because it was like, alright, I don't care about losing at this point. I already beat Froggy at the local, streak's dead. Um, I don't think I played too bad in Grands. Grands was a. I mean, game one was even until it wasn't. Game two, I had a 4 stock to 2 lead, and I just couldn't really do anything with it. I think I was like playing too passive for a lot of it. Wasn't really finding the hits in, and then Foggy was just tacking a lot of percent, and then I just couldn't find anything. Game three, I think even though I statistically it was the best game out of the three, where I did take Froggy to last stock, I was already kind of like, I don't really want to play anymore. It was kind of hard to feel motivated to do much more, especially since you had like after that it would be 2 FD games or an FD and a Pokemon. That's brutal to. That's a brutal time to be doing that, especially after the run I just done that day. I knew I just didn't have it in me. But hey, streak's dead. Who cares? So I think that kind of like wraps up the run because I mean, so it really is so much of what happened the weekend was really just like these three like whatever happened at Gone Fishin was very much the result of these 3 sets of beating Frogchip 3-2, beating Panels 3-1, and then taking Slug to game 5. That basically that was the this basically changed the entire mentality going into Gone Fishing. Um, Sort of thing where I was kind of like, I don't know about melee at the moment. Things have been busy until like, okay, actually I can do shit still, and already having my flowers from this. Music's going nuts. But yeah, good. Actually, was a pretty damn good run. Damn good losers run. Happy about that. But yeah, that sums it all up. How long have I been talking for? 47 minutes. Fuck. Um, Way too long. uh, yeah, I'm going to go and have lunch and lie down. Maybe I'm still rather sick, as you can hear in my voice. So have a lovely Friday, everyone. I might do um I like the idea of doing like a what you call it a performance journal. So I might actually start doing these videos much more regularly, and then instead of like talking about it after the fact, I might actually start videoing a journal as opposed to write it down in a notebook. So that could be a fun little project to do in future. Because I do have a notebook, but I just never fill it out. I'm too lazy, and then it's just like I just want to see people. And I think the idea of recording like the live reaction after winning sets and just keep going like that might be a cool idea in the future. But giving me a reason to upload on the Melee channel once again. So well, I'll try that out for Battle Bowl next month. That should be a fun little time to experiment, and then just whip out the phone. I'll need to like clear out the space on it because there's like no space on my phone. But yeah, all right. Have a lovely Friday, and catch you all in the future.